We are live. Live. Ow, 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 ow. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Yeah, I'll try and be the normal one.
Welcome to WTF Women Talking Facts. This is the weekly podcast where Michelle and I bring forth to all of you our picks of misogyny this week. We will get into them, dissect them, mock them, and where needed, treat them with the horror and gravitas that they require. We do have a couple of really awful ones today. Not that they're not all awful, but we've got some really bad ones today. So guard yourselves, people. And to soften this at the end, we also have a little favour category where we do like to show examples of people, organisations, whatever, who fucked around and found out, and their misogyny has come back to bite them in the ass.
Yes.
Because we love it. We love to see people facing the consequences of their actions. It doesn't happen enough. So, I'm Felice, founder of Loud Women, and I exist to help women to get seen, get paid for being exactly who they are, while also fighting online misogyny that keeps women quiet. To that end, I love that I have you here. I feel like you're my PR person.
Hey, hype girl.
Yes, I have recently released a book called The 6 Dickheads You Meet Online. In there, I talk about the rise of online misogyny, the ways in which it keeps women quiet, the narratives that women are taught to not push back and not argue and just absorb crappy male behavior, and how it stops women from just building their profile and making more money. In there, I break down the types of commenters you will get in your comments into 6 different archetypes, and talk about the kind of things that they'll say, how to spot them, how to hurt their feelings, and when to block for maximum impact. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, or if you know a female founder or just a woman who maybe is a little bit worried about getting any kind of crap online, and you feel like she just needs to snort laugh into her coffee, then buy the book or buy it for a friend. It's $6.99 on paperback and $2.99 on Kindle, and it's on Amazon right now. I did well. That was good. I PR'd the book.
Well done.
Yeah, I did well. Pat on the back.
Yes, all of the facts. Yes, my name is Michelle Minikin. I might be sounding vaguely sexy today because I have a cold. I am
very sexy.
No, it's like it's not sexy because it's like
like Phoebe, where she gets her like husky voice and then she loses it.
I know, she's really good at singing with a husky voice.
Yeah,
so I am a organizational psychologist, coach and guide and author. I nearly got there. Of the book Good Girl Deprogramming, which looks at all the ways society keeps women and girls behaving through the use of coercive control. And there's another book coming out on the 16th of January. I knew you were going to say something if I didn't. So I didn't even take a breath.
Sorry, I didn't take my breath. I was ready.
No.
You got there before me.
Yes, so that one is for 10 to 14-year-old girls, and there's a caregiver guide, so the parents or caregiver of whatever description you are can read along and ask some good questions and have some conversations, and so that's coming out in January.
Yep. Can you imagine if we had the tools, or were given the tools in our teens to be able to spot and avoid all of that conditioning that we then had to spend so much time unpicking? So if you have a teen or preteen, or you know somebody that has a teen or preteen, and you want to arm them with what they need to not be sucked into the good girl conditioning, highly recommend getting your ass on the waiting list and getting a copy of the book.
Yeah.
And not just because I think everything Michelle does is fabulous, but genuinely because I've seen the book, I know what's in it, and I know how powerful it is. So just go buy it.
As a daughter, as a mother of a daughter,
yes,
it would have been handy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yep. I did my best. It ruined quite a lot of her favorite teen like programs and movie music and stuff, constantly pointing out when there was misogyny clearly on display. But something like this to have helped to craft the conversation and guide the conversation, I would have loved this.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to build strong women, then get the book.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
So the general format is we are going to be talking through 6 examples. We bring 3 each to the table. It's always a struggle to pick those 6 because there's just so fucking many. And we will be discussing them, and we invite you to jump into the comments and share your thoughts. We are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So depending on which platform is your favorite, and if perhaps you don't want your employers or your clients seeing kind of comments, if you want to go for it, then maybe hop on over to YouTube, because apparently you can say anything over there in the comments and nobody gives a fuck. And as is tradition, we kick off with WTF weather this Friday.
I never forgot to look on the internet what the weather's
doing.
All right,
I'll go first. So we have. It's quite mild. It's quite mild. We've got like patchy sun, and it is dry at the moment. So it was very nice dog walking weather this morning.
So, yes, it can only be described as completely pissing it down outside. We've had a really weird, mild couple of days. So I'm just going to do this. It's like, that's the colour of outside. It's just, it's not nice. 9 degrees, and apparently today we're going to get sunshine.
Yeah,
I think the BBC weather app's gone off on one, so
at least it's not raining, because
it's pissing it down.
Oh, for you,
yeah, not that So in the northeast of England, it is minging, and the south of England, it's all right.
It's mid. It's mid. Okay. Mediocre at best. Yeah.
I'll wait for the sunshine to go and feed the rabbits, because this is not fun.
No, we don't go outside when it's raining.
No.
Okay, right. As I said, be ready. We're going to save the worst ones to the end.
Yeah, we're going to go in with a
little.
Try
and ease you in gently. Yeah.
Boner pill. Didn't think I'd ever say that on LinkedIn. Boner pill.
Tell us about this one, Michelle.
So yes, so I came across this on the delight that is Twitter this week, and this is a gas station. So next to the condoms in the gas station, there is some boner pills. So I was trying to think of a professional way of saying this. There isn't.
Yeah.
And this one is SWAG, which stands for sex with a grudge.
Yeah.
And then it's like number 1, to hurt it, with flames coming out of what can only be described as a stick woman's
let me see if I can make it any bigger.
Yeah.
No.
And then it's probably bigger on everyone else's screens, it's smaller on ours. And then number 2 is to kill it.
Yeah.
So stick woman is literally lying there with the dead eyes and a smile on her face, though. So yes, if you want to murder somebody with your penis, this is the pill for you. I then went to like a deep dive of all the others. There's loads of them. This is fairly common, because you can buy Viagra pretty much anywhere, any pharmacist. Why would you go to a gas station and buy off-brand whatever the F this is? And why are we calling women it as well, and why we're trying to kill them with our dicks?
I wasn't sure if it was referring to a woman's vagina or the woman herself.
I think it's. I think looking at the dead woman on the right, I think it is
to kill it. Yeah, it's the woman. Yeah. And he's
been on the website.
Trump. Yeah.
And these people have never had sex.
The comments under this post. First of all, she quite clearly has tits.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people were talking about, it could be a gay man. Why are you assuming that it's a woman? And I'm like,
Tits.
she has to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some gay men have very, very nice breasts. Some of the older ones. The same way that
we call them moobs.
Cis men,
moobs.
yeah, cis
moobs.
men that have boobs, but I'm pretty sure the intention is to depict that is a woman. So yeah, all the people trying to defend it by saying, oh, it could be gay man. We know what it is. We're not being paranoid or stupid.
So this is the least offensive one to do.
Yeah.
So if this upsets you, then you're probably better off just like
just get on with your work. That's we set in the tone there. But just I don't know. It's just everything that's wrong with the way we approach sex with men. Like this just feeds that dehumanizing and part of rape culture.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a joke. Just a joke, Miss Jill.
Because
there's nothing wrong with it. We're all being oversensitive.
Women have been raped to death, so this is not like funny.
It's not funny. Yeah. And I just think the kind of man that this is trying to appeal to, I just think
I don't think it's I think this is for rapists.
In this day and age, I just don't think we need more of this kind of shit out in the world.
No. Oh, it's in America as well. It's not in the UK, just to let you know.
Yeah, well, you can't buy them like that in the UK.
No.
You got to get a proper fucking prescription.
No, you can buy them now you can buy them off the shelf now in Boots.
But I think you still need to. But you still need to get it like behind the counter. So you've got to get the pharmacist.
Yeah.
Because they have to check they can't give it to you if you've got like high blood pressure and stuff. So
yeah,
I think you can't just grab it and go to the till and buy it without somebody approving it.
Yeah, like cocodamol.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, let's get rid of that.
Lightness.
In the fucking bin. In it goes.
No, there's a Matrix one as well, which is like, which pill are you going to take?
Yeah. Yeah, there was in that. But I didn't get why there are two. I didn't get what is one to make it go up and the other make it go down. I don't know.
Not a roller coaster.
It's like an on-off button.
No.
Trump. Well, I say Trump. It's the Trump administration. So in there,
we're featuring GB News again.
Yeah, I mean, oh God. It was the first one that came up. And so as part of like Washington every year, they do an assessment of human rights conditions around the world, and they decide which issues they class as human rights violations. And they are coming after the UK. After the UK. So they have classified NHS funded abortions as human rights violations. Alongside that, they've also labelled medical procedures to change children's gender, the prosecutions for offensive speech. I think what they mean is the prosecutions for inciting violence.
Yeah.
And workplace diversity programs, as well as any pro-mass migration policies. They are labelling those as human rights infringements, all of which they've been attacking the UK for. And we're seeing this kind of huge increase of panel shows and US news outlets talking about how the US the UK has descended into this, military state, and everyone's getting arrested and put in prison just for sharing their opinion. And, our country is being overrun with migrants. It's not. And I mean, to the point where even Piers Morgan felt the need to defend the UK against some of these accusations. So if even he's getting a bit affronted at the way they're talking about us, given the way he talks about us, it's kind of going too far. Yeah. But yes, they are coming after reproductive rights in the UK. and we talked about at the time when Roe v. Wade was overturned, and we were really upset, and we were saying it's going to come for us. People were like, don't be silly, why do you care? It's in the US, it's not going to impact you. It is. They've been ploughing millions into pro-life organizations in the UK. All of those stunts last year, the woman and the other guy that were arrested for entering the buffer zones, all of that was being paid for and orchestrated by Christian nationalist organizations, pro-life organizations in the US, deliberately to create this kind of scaremongering around abortion rights.
Yeah.
And they are coming for them, So it's my serious message.
Don't let them.
No, we can't. I mean, I don't think, I've said this before, I don't think they're going to get the same kind of support here they have in the US.
Because we're not mental.
No, and I think because there's the Christianity and politics are so interwoven over there. That's not to say, Farage is obviously taking the moral standpoint and making shit up and lying about stuff. But I don't think it's going to have the same kind of resonance because we're a much smaller country. It's difficult to get the kind of waves of support and localized campaign, and because it's like one, we have one law for the whole country. But I don't, because they can't use the kind of the Bible narrative as well. People just won't accept that as much in our politics. But that's not to say he won't do something.
No.
And then it can't change. So we do need to be extra diligent.
Yep. Insane. It's all about control. None of this is about anything else apart from controlling women's bodies.
Couldn't give a flying fuck. They could not give a flying fuck. Just this week, there is a centre that is for, says troubled teens, basically young women who have found themselves pregnant in their teenage years and can't stay at home. And they provide housing, support, parenting classes. They teach them skills. They help them, prepare for the baby as well as continue, in this first sort of year or two. And the Trump administration has just cut all of their funding. So, they want you to have babies, but they don't want to do anything to help.
They don't want to feed the baby or help you with the baby, or they just want to now beat you up for being a single mother.
Yeah, and I just think, if they want these women to not have abortions, why are they cutting funding to the services to help those women that do want to keep the baby? So yeah, they're not pro-life at all. It's just all about control.
I hate it.
Fuck them. Okay, where are we going next? I think I know where we're going next.
Connor.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, so this is the second post he's put out. The first post was very long and very unhinged and rather boring. Basically, he's been to he's done something with some doctors in Stanford. He's gone then to Mexico and taken some kind of drugs, had some kind of hallucination, and Jesus has come to him like the ghost of Christmas future to say that you will die and your kids will be very sad about it if you don't sort your life out. Literally, I was reading, I was like, Charles Dickens wrote this shit years ago. Yeah. Anyway.
Imagine just ripping off A Christmas Carol.
He is. I was just like, you cheeky bastard. You'd probably put this through ChatGPT, and obviously ChatGPT just steals stuff, so it's he probably doesn't even know. Let's face it. And don't be disparaging the Muppets Christmas Carol. Also,
I'm not. Yes, my favourite Christmas Carol.
Do you want to tell everybody what you're doing? Because that was just the most adorable the most adorable message I've had all week.
Yes. So, my local cinema regularly has dog-friendly screenings, and yes, I am one of those people that are like, if my dog can't come, I'm not going. I just like to be able. It's really nice when you can take your dog to stuff. You don't have to leave my house. So they do these dog-friendly screenings at the local cinema. And they're showing them up at Christmas Carol in a few weeks, dog friendly. So I'm like, I am so excited for this. It's going to be carnage because it's going to be fucking millions of dogs. But yes, I just saw it and I was like, get in my basket.
Buy, take my money.
Take my money. Yes.
So yeah, this notorious rapist. I can call him that.
They will find God. Yeah.
I can call him that.
Yeah.
Sometimes police gets worried that I'm like doing libel or slander, whichever
Not
one.
he's not a convicted rapist, but it's okay to call him a rapist because he was found liable for rape. Yeah.
Like Trump. Anyway, so yeah, this dickhead has found God and Jesus, and he's now saved, and now he's a good guy and best friends with, all the rest of the rapists that have found God as a tool of look at me.
So funny how all of a sudden they find God after they get caught out. And he's all like, oh, God has absolved me of my sins. And I was like, where's the fucking apology? Where's the atonement? Where's the making amends? You haven't ever said sorry to your victim. It's let's not pretend that
give me a break.
Horrific shit, and then go to church, go, I'm cured, and that's the end of it. Everyone just gets to give you a free pass. The other post was unhinged. But yeah, basically it's this like really controversial therapy where you take drugs and you have hallucinations. And it's supposed to be very spiritual. And basically he's like, oh yeah, it was just so deep.
So no, he takes drugs and now he's got brain damage. Yeah.
The post reads like he's still on the drugs. Like, you write this while you were still on drugs? But again, all the people in the comments just like desperate to suck his dick is just disgusting. It's so gross. We will forgive horrific men like this, because let's not pretend that that's the only accusation against him.
No. Russell Brand as well. Him and his like.
He's another one.
He found he's like in his Jesus phase now.
Just
bore off with your bullshit, and also it doesn't really make me want to go anywhere near the church if these are the types of people that are drawn to it.
Sometimes I feel like, and I know that's not how the church works, but I sometimes feel like even the church should have a no.
Yeah, no, you're a dickhead. Get out.
You're
beyond saving.
Yeah, or there's like a special church
for non-repentant men.
Yeah, abusers. Like convicted rapists, they have to go to a special like halfway church, and they have to prove themselves before they're allowed
Jesus
to go.
Just side eyes him like this.
Yeah, the proper church. I don't know. I just it does not help. And I'm sure the church feel the same way. They're like, we don't fucking want you, but we can't say no because that's kind of goes against the teaching of the church. But I just feel like there should be, like alcoholics have to go through the 12 steps. I feel like there should be some kind of recovery program to ensure people like this don't use the church
to now get access to more victims.
And as some kind of get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
Just fuck you, Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Fuck you.
No.
And a little dog too.
Who will go next?
Hate him. The sun's come out and now I'm like a dark.
I was like, where's the police gone? She's got all dark.
I know. I need to move this. I'm moving this whole room around this weekend because this is ridiculous and I don't like staring at a wall. I want to stare out the window. So
yay.
Okay, where did we go next?
It's your one.
Piers Morgan.
I know, we'd just be nice about him. Now we're changing our mind. Yes.
Well, I'm not sure we're actually nice. We just agreed with something he said. But,
yeah.
Even
I always feel like dirty when I agree with him.
Yeah. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's true.
There's something toxic actually about masculinity. That's not what it means. No, but I don't like the phrase because it implies that being masculine somehow is wrong. I don't think it is. The same way that being feminine is not wrong. I don't believe in toxic femininity. But there are toxic people, but it shouldn't be linked to femininity and masculinity.
Toxic masculinity refers to the rules that patriarchy, like the
What's the patriarchy?
Be tough.
What's the patriarchy?
Be tough. Man up. It's a world that
What's wrong with being tough and manning up?
Because that is not a masculine trait.
Bullshit.
Sorry. Doing something.
I'd like to apologise for what the guest just said live on air. We are a live programme. We apologise for Mr. Morgan.
And the problem is,
and he won't be invited back for at least 3 weeks.
the problem is when you're saying
What is it?
like a
A month?
girl,
be
you're
longer.
telling men that it is inferior to be like a girl. I want my son to grow up knowing that his emotions aren't weak, and if he has problems, that he can go to his friends. I would hate to think that he will ever get to a stage in life where he feels like he has to.
What is wrong? What is wrong with being strong? What is
Why
wrong
do you
with
think
being?
there's a male
What
loneliness
is-
problem? Because men are not opening up to each other, and this
Actually,
week
you
it's
know
all
one of
about
the, you know one of the
encouraging
reasons
men
why.
to
You know
open
one of the
up.
reasons why? Because people like you go around talking about the patriarchy. You make men hate themselves. You make men.
Women
Hang on,
are
I'm finished.
dying. Women are
Don't
dying
you-
because of male
Oh,
violence.
please. So men are dying from women violence too. You ever check those stats? They're quite scary. So my point is this.
I mean, it's just. Ugh. So a few things about this video.
Finger. Just keep your finger to your fucking self.
Yeah. A
Morgan.
few things about this video. That swearing, that looked deliberate to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a deliberate attempt to derail the
down.
conversation. And you can
Yeah.
see Ashley's just like frustrated, like, for fuck's sake. Because he's a
Mm.
fucking professional. Like, he has been, he's been doing this for years. He doesn't do anything accidentally. And the way he goes, oh, sorry. And then goes to the camera, goes, oh, Piers Morgan, makes a joke of it. And I'm like, you're in the middle of having a serious discussion. But she was talking.
Deflection. Yeah.
Yeah. And things are her points were talking about the shit that we do to men, and the pressure that we put on men and why that needs to change. And his just the way he just dismisses her. What's wrong with being tough? What's wrong? And then she says, oh, being tough isn't inherently masculine. And that's when he goes, oh, bullshit. I go, but he will not listen to anybody. And then at the end, when she says, like, women are dying, his
So
response
men are
like,
dying
oh, please.
too.
Oh, please. Women are dying at the hands of men. Are they? Are they, Michelle? No.
Women are dying at the hands of men, yes. The other way round, a little bit, but not a lot. Men are mostly
No.
dying at the hands of men. Because
Yes.
men are doing all of the murdering. Mostly.
Yeah. The two are not comparable. And I just don't know why he's still on the telly talking about this stuff. Like, violence against women and girls is a national emergency. We have so
Apparently.
much debt, and yet he just wants to deny that it fucking exists. And
Yeah.
even when people are on there talking about the ways in which it harms men, patriarchy is not men. He still just doesn't want to know. He is not interested in helping men or women.
No, he's just interested in helping himself. So we get an expert in her field on, and the other side is Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
That wasn't his TV show, was it? That's not his thing. So why is he
it was
on
this
there?
morning.
Why is there not like some random men's rights activist to sort of? It's like,
I would say if he's considered a voice for men, if that's
men are doomed.
If that's the best they could do for men, he is that man who believes that men should man up, be tough, don't cry. Everything that harms men and everything that contributes to the situation that we have where men are not taught how to deal with their emotions or even have them, and it comes out in violent ways, and we end up with the situation we're in now. Just everything about that man is so annoying.
And you know what's really worse as well? So he really reminds me of my former business partner. So I find his face traumatic, quite frankly, as well. So
sorry,
it's fine. You didn't know, and he's everywhere. So I just have to man up.
Let's face it, woman up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got some ovaries on that one.
Yeah. Look at the tits on that. No, don't do that. That means something completely different. I almost objectified you. I'm very sorry.
It's fine. They are rather large. You can't really miss them, but yeah.
Yeah. So Piers Morgan, get in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what? Give me 1 second.
Where's she going? It's like, give me 1 second. She's running away. She's leaving me here on my own. She's closing the curtains, and she's running back. And she's going to put herself on. So I'm not having to talk to you again. You thought she was going to pop.
You
there we
can
go.
see me now.
Did you think she was going to pop up beside me?
Here you go. Oh, where's she gone? She left me on. Don't leave me on my own. Yeah, sorry. I was just completely could not see my face, so I've just closed the curtains.
Now I can see your face now. It's so pretty.
You're so lucky.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
are we ready?
Oh.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping the tone a little bit now, guys. Okay.
So, I've forgotten the name of the guy. There's a really bad man who was a senior French civil servant who would invite women. Well, actually, before this happened, he was like, people were complaining against him for taking photos of women's legs in meetings, right? So there was some kind of mild offending already happening. And that was just kind of like, just let him get on with it. Boys will be boys. And nothing happened. So then as this prick, I was thinking of a way of describing him, got higher in the organisation.
Let's call him what he is. He's a fucking cunt.
That's the first time we said the C word on this.
Is it? Well deserved.
Yeah,
and Michelle's
horrible.
about to explain why.
So basically, what he then started, so his offending got worse, as these offendings tend to. And he would invite women in for interviews, and women would be very excited because this was a senior governmental, person bringing them in for interviews. He would give them a cup of tea or coffee and then they'd go and have a walking interview. In that cup of coffee, he would place in, or tea, he would place in some illegal, obviously, diuretics, which would basically make women want to pee, and then use his power dynamics to keep them away from the toilets. So so over 200 women would later find out that this is what was happening. They all individually thought that they embarrassed themselves, because some women wet themselves. Some women
had to stop and go
squat and pee in front of him.
Yeah.
And if you think about power dynamics in job interviews as well, I don't know how many women would just say, I'm stopping this, I'm going to the toilet. They would just try and keep going. Women have been left with PTSD. Then they obviously get a knock on the door to say, this guy was keeping a spreadsheet with experiments as the title, and he has been obviously taking photos, and he was saying, do you need to go to the toilet to them? And so basically him exerting power over women's bodily functions was clearly getting him off. 200 women.
And shocking or not shockingly, even though he was let go of his civil service job for this, he remained employed in the private sector. So him being sacked for this, and this being out there in the public domain, did not hamper his career in the private sector.
Can you imagine working with him? Oh, it's just, I need to find his name now because it's in my head in. But because I did have it, and then I just did a screenshot.
It's just so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. It just 200 women just for going in for a fucking job interview. Do you know what I mean? This is women are literally not safe anywhere. Anywhere. Now, I get that this is an unusual case. It's not the kind of thing that we hear about all the time, this specific set of circumstances, but this shit is happening to women.
Christian Negre.
Maybe not this exact set of circumstances, but there are people out there that are exploiting their position like this and making women really fucking uncomfortable because they get a kick out of it. So I just don't even know what to say at this point.
I know.
Don't even know.
And
Don't
like,
even know what to say. Yeah.
I saw this a couple of days ago, and I like literally just can't get it out of my head because
Yeah.
we know what happens in these.
Could you imagine you've gone in for a job interview and the interviewer said, well, would you know, let's interview and let's take a walk through the grounds, and you have ended up wetting yourself, what, you know, in front of this person who's interviewing you.
For his gratification.
But I think without knowing for any of this stuff, like, I cannot imagine how humiliating that must have been.
And the distrust you have of your own body as well. Like, my body let me down in that scenario so badly as well.
Yeah. I mean, this, you know, this potentially leaves anxiety around this for months and months.
PTSD people have got.
You are going to be waking up in a cold sweat still thinking about this.
Are you going to go to another interview ever again? You know what I mean?
It's just, yeah, the impact that this kind of stuff is going to have had on those women, and just for his kicks, this is how dehumanized these women are to this man, and he's not the only one that sees women this way. They literally labeled the spreadsheet experiments, like women are lab rats. Yeah, he can go fuck himself. I hope he's in prison for a really fucking long time,
and not a nice prison, a bit of like hard prison for
yes, where they dish out.
But I love the fact there's no pictures of him at all on these articles. So there's one in the Sun and there's one in the Guardian, I saw, and it's the articles of, like, the pictures of the women, and they've obviously withhold. They've said that they don't want to be keep their immunity as well. So again, to raise this.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not seeing his face.
No. But yes.
Okay, right. Last one. So I'm going to show you 2 video clips.
I have not done anything to warrant any of this.
Talk to your friends about, something like we will provide a lot of reference. Deal or something like that.
Yes, you are a good dad and don't need any conditions.
No, like people will do that.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing you need to start thinking about before next week. The 8th. And that is.
He said to me yesterday, he said to me, mate, you just got to stay away from it because she'll try likely to do a DV on you. She goes, they can do it for anything.
They can. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, people can make allegations, and then, as I said, if the police are satisfied that
7/16, I'm going to terminate the recording.
That we need to make a.
So
I wonder what they said after the recording, after they terminated the recording.
Yeah. So I just want to read the details to make sure I get it right. So his partner, he's talking about in the video, she was leaving her Brisbane home on the 19th of February 2020 to take her children to school when Baxter, 42, jumped into the car. He splashed fuel and set it alight before stabbing himself and dying nearby. The bodies of Elia, 6, Leanna, 4, and Trey, 3, were found in the vehicle, and Hannah died in hospital. So this was 2 months earlier. He'd grabbed his child at an access visit, and this was the conversation that they had with police. The police advising him how to get around any potential, like he's saying, she's going to call DV. The level of just inherent trust they have for him over the woman. And then 2 months later, he killed her. Video 2.
Anything, we'll just leave it to get out of here, not in there.
Cardell reached out to police 2
Where's the sound
months
not playing?
before Traven
Can you
killed
hear
her.
sound?
Yeah.
She passed a note to staff and an appointment for support services.
That's quite a risky thing to do in plain sight, to do that. And that's how much she was seeking help from police. If you do that, you implicitly trust that and expect that someone will meet that request.
Basically, she just wants to go to her auntie's house tonight and keep her in.
The officer takes Traven outside to his car to get the keys and speaks to him about Cardell.
You don't need that drama, mate, you know.
That's what I mean, man. Like, I'm over the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Sick of the cunt.
There's obviously a little bit more going on with her, maybe, that none of us know about, you know. Obviously something going on there that's not quite right. But, you know, at the end of the day, mate, like I said, I don't exactly know why we got called. I don't want you to say something that we're going to have to start taking back in relation to
I want to
DD or
prove
something,
to
you know?
you and show you that I'm not that violent person or what they trying to say I am.
If you're going to say anything, we'll just leave it until we get out of here, not in there, you know what I mean? So I'll go and sort all this out and we'll go from there, all right?
Trust is something that needs to be earned.
So after all that, them talking to him, claiming that she obviously had mental health problems, that he just needed to stay out of the way, that they would, you know, basically try and make sure that she didn't try and file anything against him. They hid the partner, obviously, that made the complaint. Cardell, 31-year-old woman, she was found dead by police in the boot of her car. She was 6 months pregnant. This was just a few weeks after this video. So she called the police saying she was frightened of him, accusing him of domestic violence. They acted like she's making it up. And she just said, listen, can you help me? I need to get my stuff and go to my auntie's house, but the keys are in the car and he's outside. And the whole way through just acted like she was making a big deal over nothing, siding with him, telling him not to worry, reassuring him. And then he went on to murder her. And it's just two of these. And that's just two, you know, in the space of a really, you know, in a really short space of time. And we're seeing this in the UK as well. And it was the femicide report came out, wasn't it? They said there was like something like it was 31 women last year whose deaths were preventable if the reports had been taken seriously, of women that said that they were frightened. And it's just so sad. You know, one, her and her children, and the other one was pregnant. Just horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is in Australia. I know Australia has a huge problem with, you know, there's a problem with domestic violence everywhere. But Australia does have a really huge.
And New Zealand.
Yeah, with domestic violence. And, you know, when the police treat victims like this, and the thing is, by the time women go to the police, they probably do come across as though they have some kind of mental health problem, because they probably do after the abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're just so ready to believe the men. So ready.
Heartbreaking.
It is really heartbreaking. I think with some of these cases, I think there's like a review happening. I mean, whether that's going to change anything. I think there is a review happening. But again, so many of the comments are just like, the police work really hard. Like when you share the stuff, it just like breaks trust with the police. And it's like,
they need to earn trust by stop doing this shit.
Yeah. I think if like trust is broken because they don't respond the way they're supposed to. You know, this is not following protocol the way they would, you know, in both instances, it was found that they had not followed their own procedures. And had they followed them, both of those women might be alive.
And those children.
So, yeah, fucking horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
So, yeah. Deep breaths.
Yeah. Take a breath. Switch my headphones back on.
You can hear me? They're working?
Yeah, I lost the sound. I had to turn my headphones off. And that's like some weird. There we go, back again. All right, so we've got one FAFO.
It's got like 2 parts.
Yes, one FAFO, 2 parts. So if you've been dialing in for a little while, you know that we have talked about the horrific group known as Justice for Innocent Men Scotland, or JIMS.
There's no innocence in that, but yeah, anyway.
No. Who have been targeting and harassing victims of rape and assault purely on the basis of the word of their rapist. A man goes to them and says, "I'm innocent, love." And
I'm in jail, but I'm innocent.
Yeah. Of course,
I'm one of the unlucky 1% of
yeah, we'll share your
rapists.
story. We'll share your story and call your victim a liar publicly, repeatedly on social media. So and one of the women that they have talked about regularly is Ellie Wilson. They don't believe that she is the right kind of victim. She's not victimy enough because she's online.
She leaves the house and she takes photos.
Yeah, she leaves the house. She lives her life.
How dare she?
Yes.
She should just be dying of shame in a dark corner or a cupboard somewhere.
Yes, she should be like sad and downtrodden and not talking confidently and loudly, and so yeah, she's not the right kind of victim. So they have made repeated posts about her. They've featured her on their website, called her all kinds of different names. And we had some little part in this because we got their LinkedIn again. We got their LinkedIn account taken down. Thank you to everybody who jumped on board with that and reported them. Obviously they came back on a proper company page. They had set up as a personal profile, which obviously allowed them to to send hundreds of connection requests and messages and stuff. So we got that taken down, and so they had to reset up as a company page.
And then
so they have to rely they have to rely on people following them, and obviously they've got like 100 followers now, so super tiny. So that was our little victory. But they have been banned from GoFundMe.
Yay!
Yeah. So GoFundMe have gone, no, sorry, you don't adhere to our rules, and we will not allow you to be fundraising on our page. So yeah, fuck off, gyms.
Yeah.
So that's my little FOFO. The thing is that there is a part of their business, a part of their campaign, that absolutely they have the right to conduct, and that is that they believe that there are elements of the law that make the cases unfair. Go lobby your fucking arse off. Do you know what I mean? If there are potentially men in prison who don't deserve to be there, you go lobby. Put pressure on the courts to review those cases, to review the law. If you genuinely think there is an aspect of the law, but you don't get to decide if a case was tried fairly or an outcome was fair on trials that you were not involved in, that you were not present for, that you know nothing about, and then take up that cause and campaign against the victims. That's what people have a problem with. If you're saying trials are unfair, go lobby the courts, get solicitors involved, talk about the experience, but you don't get to decide if other victims had justice or not. Don't get to decide that. You don't get to go online and call them names and re-traumatize them with zero evidence.
So the guy who was convicted of the rape of Ellie, his dad is a GP. His dad has been getting very involved in calling her names on the internet, and he has now been charged with stalking. So Andrew McFarlane, 61, faces claims he caused Ellie Wilson fear and alarm by posting a series of offensive, derogatory and abusive comments on a number of social media platforms between October 23 and October 25. His son, Daniel McFarlane, was jailed for 5 years in 2020 for raping her.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's my other little FAFO on this one.
Yeah. So despite the fact that he confessed, and she had his recorded confession, it was played in court, and he was found guilty with some really, really fucking strong evidence, including.
But he only gets 5 years, so it'll be out in 2.5. But
yeah, including a recording of his confession. His dad believed he was innocent so much that he took to social media and just kept posting about her, calling her a liar. It was his some of his posts that Jim's were reposting and retweeting, and just accepting that everything he said about her was fact, but yet nothing that she said about him was fact. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Funny how that works.
Dr. McFarlane is due to appear again in court on the 23rd of December. So Merry Christmas.
Good. Yeah, he deserves to be in prison along with his son.
Yeah.
The apple didn't fall too far from the tree, did it?
No.
Did it, Michelle?
Absolutely not.
So yeah, seeing them get banned from GoFundMe, it's just felt like a little win. So they can't raise money for their campaign anymore. Again, if they'd stuck to the thing that they set up to do, nobody would have a problem with it.
Nope.
You know, if the law is unfair, it should be changed. We all want to make sure that people are in prison that deserve to be there, and we also want to make sure that cases are beyond this kind of reproach. You know, if there's a flaw in the law, then they can call into question every conviction that's ever been made, and we know how hard it is to get them taken seriously anyway. But yeah, they crossed the line. They kept crossing the line even when they were called out for it. They fucked around. Now they found out.
Amen.
Yeah, hopefully other platforms do the same, because if they can't raise any money, then they might have to quit it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just having a look on LinkedIn to see, because normally we do get quite a few people post, like putting comments and stuff, and nobody has today. So
no, I don't think anyone's joined us live.
No. So I'm just
no, maybe they just weren't in the mood for.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're on there. We're on the internet. It's definitely happening. So
yeah. I just don't think anyone joined us today.
No, I'm just trying to ruin their Christmases.
Yeah, they've gone, you know what? Nah, I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah. We'll be in blissful ignorance today.
Yeah. Also, I think because we've got the new time as well. I do think people, our regulars, are not quite used to us being on at this time now.
Yeah, maybe.
And I did only put the event up yesterday. So that might have something little to do with it.
Yeah. Don't know. Oh, well. Hi.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on replay, because you can't be watching it live.
Yes. Hi. If you're watching on the replay.
Hi. Sorry for ruining your weekend.
Nice. Yeah. Nice to have you here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's it for us. We will be back next Friday at 12 o'clock. Jessica's here.
Yay.
We will be back next Friday at 12 o'clock with the usual format.
Are we? Are we?
I don't know. Are we?
Is this photo? Is it the 4th next week? Is the 5th even?
It is. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting my photographs taken. Remember, so we might need to be a little bit later. I'm getting my photos taken for the new book.
Yes, you are. Yes.
So I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, maybe we're not live next week then. We'll be back the week after.
Okay, cool. Having a week off.
You have a week off, yeah. And you guys will get a week off as well.
Yes, but the misogyny won't. It'll still be piling up.
Yeah. Still be lots going on. I just there's 2 people. Cool. Hello, our 2 listeners. 2 watchers. Okay, that's it from us. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we shall see you in 2 weeks.